Proposition 112 would change citizen initiative petition drive deadline to 2 months earlier than the current deadline. If you read the thing, it's actually a lot of several pages stuff, but the only really substantive change is that it moves the date you have to turn in signatures for a citizen petition it moves it back 2 months. So again, this is a procedural thing. Who does this benefit? And I have heard people who voted for this or who helped to pass this thing and refer it to the ballot say that this will prevent out-of-state ballot committees from coming in and dropping something on the Arizona ballot. I don't really think that that's necessary. I don't think that's going to be the main impact of this. I think the main impact of this will actually make it harder for homegrown Arizona initiatives to get their stuff on the ballot because a lot of times they're not as organized as these guys who come in from out of state. They need all the time they can get. I actually haven't talked to Lynn Weaver about this, but my guess is that the Prop 13 Arizona committee probably doesn't like this. They probably want to have every day they can get to try to make sure they can get their property rights reform thing on the ballot the next time. So
that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
now,
thing.
in defense of the legislators and some of the people who work down on Washington Street in Phoenix, in defense of those folks, there is a lot of paperwork that ends up happening, and a lot of the counting and recounting of ballot signatures that comes in. And so I do understand and have sympathy for the people in those offices that have to count and they want more time. And we also see a lot of last-minute lawsuits that come in and challenge these propositions. And it might be nicer to have a few extra weeks to try to sort out these things in court, which gives kind of everybody, the people going for the initiative and the people going against it, gives them more time to rally. And I can see arguments on that side. That's why I wrote that it's mixed among people.
I was confused about this one, but in talking with others and realizing that it does shorten the time that we would be able to have our signature, especially in an area like this where it's not like being in Phoenix where you have all kinds of people at your disposal. I'd be inclined to vote no on this.
And it could be that this will tilt the balance in favor of signature campaigns that are better for maybe highly organized unions. Unions can often, it's a one-stop shop, they go to a certain place, they get a lot of their $5 signatures. They could get a lot of signatures, and they may be more efficient at gathering signatures than people who are not of that persuasion. So, yeah, there's lots of good reasons to be skeptical on this one.
It also sounds like an inner-city big government proposition rather than an outstate landowner.
I think that's what one of the things Joy was alluding to is that this, in rural areas, it's a lot harder to organize signature campaigns. And maybe this will tilt the balance in favor of urban initiatives.
Are we ready to go for the next one?
Prop 13? Prop 113.